DIFC Courts. The DIFC Courts are an independent English-language common law judiciary based in the Dubai International Financial Center with jurisdiction governing civil and commercial disputes nationally, regionally, and worldwide. The courts began operations in 2006. The DIFC courts are part of the sovereign structure of the Emirate of Dubai within the UAE and independent from Dubai courts and Government of Dubai. The DIFC laws and regulations are developed by the DIFC Authority or DIFCA and the Dubai Financial Services Authority DFSA. The DIFCA is responsible for the laws and regulations that regulate the non-financial activities within the DIFC, including employment law, companies, and commercial law and real estate law. The DFSA is responsible for the laws and regulations relating to all financial and ancillary services within the DIFC. Services provided by the DIFC courts. 1. Enforcement. Through a series of memoranda with leading international jurisdictions, the DIFC courts has now established one of the world's strongest enforcement regimes. Their judgments can be enforced locally, regionally, and internationally through treaties such as the GCC Convention and Riyadh Convention, conventions with China, India, and France, and reciprocal arrangements with many of the leading commercial courts located in the world's top financial hubs such as New York, Singapore, London, and Hong Kong. The DIFC courts has the power, in matters over which it has jurisdiction, to make any orders, including interlocutory orders, and to issue or direct the issue of any writs it considers appropriate. Orders may be made in relation to restitution, disgorgement, compensation, or damages. Wills Services. The DIFC Courts Wills Service is a joint initiative of the Government of Dubai and the DIFC Courts that gives non-Muslims investing and living in the UAE the option to pass their assets and/or appoint guardians for their children in accordance with the instructions in their will. 3. Probate. Probate is the judicial process whereby a will is proved in a court of law and accepted as a valid public document that is the true last testament of the deceased, or whereby the estate is settled according to the laws of intestacy in the state of residence of the deceased at the time of death in the absence of a legal will. Probate is carried out in accordance with the DIFC wills and probate registry rules and all other laws applicable in the DIFC. The rules govern the wills services, the registry, and the DIFC courts, and a copy of the rules can be located there. 4. Registration of practitioners. Entry on the DIFC Courts register to legal practitioners is governed by DIFC Courts order in respect of issuing and conducting proceedings, rights of audience, and registration in Part 1 and Part 2 of the DIFC Courts Register of Legal Practitioners. 5. Case Bundle. This protocol is a guideline to be used by counsel and the courts. It is intended to encourage and facilitate the use of electronic documents for cases in the DIFC courts, Court of First Insurance, and Court of Appeal. 6. Pro Bono Program. The DIFC Courts Pro Bono Program is the first of its kind in the Middle East and was implemented in 2009. It provides access to justice for those who are financially in need and who have legal issues that arise within the DIFC courts area of Dubai and/or fall within the DIFC courts jurisdiction. It which offers services from basic advice to full case management and representation in proceedings for eligible individuals through the registered volunteer lawyers and law firms. 7. Arbitration suits. DIFC is a global financial center strategically located between the East and West in the heart of Dubai, an ideal arbitration destination. These suits include hearing room, breakout room, technology support, secured room. Technologies included in these suits are simultaneous translation or interpretation, transcription services, printing facilities, confidential document shredding, projector, and Wi-Fi. And lastly, service charter. The DIFC courts will ensure that you can adhere to their court user service standards at all times, that they will deal with you in a friendly, courteous, and professional manner, that they demonstrate consistency and fairness in all communications, that they operate with integrity and accountability, that they provide clear details of the service you're interested in, that they assign a suitable employee to ensure timely handling of all your inquiries, that they respond promptly to your phone calls, letters, emails within 2 working days and on-site visits during business hours. They will ensure that they will treat all your information and documentation with utmost confidentiality, that their website is updated and available and easily accessible at all times, that their employees are highly knowledgeable in their field of work and trained in court user service, that they collect your feedback and measure your satisfaction at regular intervals to improve the service offered, and they ensure availability and sustainability of the environment and facilities required to meet the high level of service standards.